Good afternoon, part two from Trash to Treasure. So we're going to pick up where we left off yesterday. And so like I was stating, we just going to jump right into it. As I was stating, at this point, this is when I became street homeless. Didn't have nowhere to go. And I mentioned the situation with one of my ex-friends where tried to use my situation as an advantage, and when it wouldn't happen, he left me sitting in the parking lot. I sat out there, it was cold. I sat out there for like 3.5 hours until the office of the hotel opened. And that morning I was trying to come up with a plan, and it was so crazy. I got a phone call that morning from somebody, and how it went hand in hand with my situation. It was just crazy. God is just amazing how he does things sometimes. I wound up getting a ride up the street. Okay, granted. Let me backtrack a little bit, because it is some parts that I'm going to skip over for this part at this point. Because it is a lot, y'all. It is a lot to like try to lay down all at one time, and due to the fact that, again, like me saying, this is just the beginning for me, y'all gotta bear with me. So I think at this point he was in jail. He wound up getting arrested because he was at his grandmother's house. He wound up going out with his cousin one night and getting arrested. I found out he was in jail. And that morning, I had got a ride from the girl in the office up there to the courthouse. It was like 7 o'clock that morning, so I had to sit out there. So as I was sitting out there, I actually came across a really nice person that was also currently homeless. And he actually fed me, and I mean, he sat with me all day and wouldn't leave my side. And like, it was just, that experience in itself was amazing. Honestly, like, God didn't leave me by myself, not one bit. Not one bit. So I remember the time came for me to go to the court, and I go and I'm like looking on the paper, don't see his name, this, that, and the third. So when I finally spoke to somebody, they was like, oh, he had court yesterday. So now by this time, it was like 1:30. By this time, I'm hysterical crying. Hysterical crying. I'm telling the guy, I'm like, I don't know what to do, this, that, and the third. What do I need to do? And he's like, just go to the jail. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to go to the jail and do? What am I supposed to go to the jail and say? Like, I don't want to just go over there for no reason, because by this time I ain't got no ID, no nothing. So I'm like, Lord, So after a while, he wound up leaving. He was like, I'll be back. And I'm like, okay. So now I'm sitting out there like, God, what you want me to do? Like, what is it that you want me to do? By that time, I'm like, God, I'm tired. I can't do this by myself. Like, I'm really out here by myself. Like, God, what is it that you want me to do? What do I need to do next? Like, by this time, God, I'm ready to walk away from everything and everybody and just go. Because at this time, my mother was still trying to get me to come to New York. She's just like, come to New York. Come home. You got a home, come home. And in my mind, I'm like, I want to, but then I don't. God, I done made this mess up for myself. Like, God, I want to get out of it. What do I need to do? So it was two people. It was him, and it was one of my homegirls at the time. And I was like, God, the window's cracked. What is it that you want me to do? So on her end, he was like, close it. And that's what I did, close it. That was it. On his end, he said, not yet. And I was like, at that top point, I promise you, I right hand to God, I thought he was going to tell me to close the door right then and there. And I was ready and willing. And when he said not yet, that's what gave me the courage to go to the jail. Now I go over there, and I'm like, I'm talking to the man, but I'm hysterical crying. And he kind of like smirks a little bit. And he's like, calm down. What's going on? So I calm down and I calm down and I gain, myself together, get myself together, and I explained to him what's going on. I'm like, I'm out here by myself, I'm homeless, I don't know what to do next, this, that, and the third, but I need to talk to him, And like I said, he smirked, I'll never forget it. And he was like, I know you. You're the pretty girl that I always tell him about. And I tell him, every time he get locked up, I always tell him, you got a beautiful wife and do right by her. And so he was like, I got you. I'm like, I don't have no ID. And he was like, well, I got you. I'm going to set you up a visit right now. And I'm like, thank you. And he sets the visit up. And I get in there and I ask him one question. And I say, why? And the first time in a year and a half, almost 2 years, that I actually felt like I ever got an honest answer out of him. And I said, okay, God, now what's next? I went and did the research to find out what was needed to get him out. His bail was only $100, and I didn't have it. So now we call his cousin, trying to call his cousin and see if his cousin will bail him out, because they was together. This ninja told him he should have ran. So now I'm like, what is going on? This, that, and the third. Like, okay. Somehow I ended up at my plug house. I forgot how that even happened. And, well, I think I called him to try to get him to talk his cousin into giving him the money. I never called to intentionally ask him for the money. But in the process, he was like, it's only $100. I'm not going to let him see him sit in jail. You got to come get it. Man, I cried like a baby. Like, I felt so relieved. So I wound up getting a ride over there. And he gave me the money. I got in touch with the bail bondsman and met them back up there at the jail. And he was released that night. Yeah, y'all gonna have to bear with me through some of this, because retelling it is reliving it. But the glory of God is where the tears is coming from. Because y'all don't even understand. God is so amazing. Like, that was only the beginning of it. We stayed at the plug's house for 2 days and didn't want to feel like we was overstepping. So after that, we was just like, where we going? So we was just like, we about to come up with a plan, and we was going to go to the emergency room, and I guess we was going to take turns faking something because we was tired. We was tired. We was tired. Yeah, I'll come back for part 3.